be Aviation, and welcome back to another trip report. Today I'm here at Brisbane International Airport, and I'll be flying from here all the way up to Singapore Changi International Airport in Singapore. Today I'll be flying with Singapore Airlines on board their Airbus A350-900 in their regional economy class. Now I'm really looking forward to this flight, as I actually have not been on an international flight for over 3 years, and this will be my first international trip report that I'll be putting onto my YouTube channel. So come along with me and let's see what it's like flying Singapore Airlines on board their Airbus A350 in regional economy class. Let's go! It was now time to check in at the Singapore Airlines check-in desk. Today's check-in was automated using Chaos. This isn't the best, as sometimes they play up, and this is what happened today. After manually checking in, you had to put stickers on your bags and take them to the bag drop area. This was actually quite painful, as the bag drop area didn't actually really work properly, and we needed somebody to come over and help us out. After the annoyance with the bags, I decided to walk over and look over at airside. It actually is quite small, as it is Brisbane Airport, and it isn't the largest airport that there is. It is now time to head through to security, so I will see you all over the other side. Security and border control was quick and easy, but the staff weren't the friendliest. But what do you expect? I've now made it airside at the Brisbane International Airport terminal. Here is my ride up to Singapore today. It is an Singapore Airlines Airbus A350-900. It's a beautiful looking aircraft, and it has to be my favourite. I do love the A350 because of the black mask around the cockpit, but as you can see there is a bit of paint damage to it, and I'm not sure why. Right next to my plane was this China Airlines Airbus A350-900, and it was bound for Auckland. I also saw a Fiji Airways Airbus A350-200, and this was bound for Nadi in Fiji. It is now time to board the plane. Hello. Welcome.
There you go.
Thanks.
Let's sit down from here.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. It's now time to look over the seat features. The legroom on this aircraft is very good. I'm 6 foot and it is perfect for me. We also have quite a few handy pockets to store belongings and other things. We also have a literature pocket which holds a sick bag, aircraft information card and a magazine. Up above we have the screen itself. We also have a pouch to hold small electronic devices. Below the screen we have a headphone jack, a USB port as well. We also have a fancy cup holder. Here is the fold-out tray. It has a small mirror on it. There are also 2 engraved cup holders. It does slide out and back in. The tray table was a little bit dirty. On the side of the seats we also have coat hooks. And we also have a movable headrest. This was very comfy. The seats was also very comfy as well, and we also have very good recline on them. Something that was also waiting for me on my seat was a very comfy pillow and a blanket. This was very warm. I also got myself a packet of Singapore Airlines earphones. These were pretty good, I have to be honest. This is the litter disposal and air sickness bag. The Airbus A350-900 safety information card. We also have the in-flight Wi-Fi card. This tells you how to get Wi-Fi and the steps to connect to it. And we also have the cruise shop magazine, which is full of duty-free goods and that sort of thing.
Welcome aboard Singapore Airlines. As the safety equipment on this aircraft may differ from that on other aircraft, please give us your attention as we bring you through this important safety briefing and on a journey through Singapore. During takeoff and landing, ensure that your tray table is stowed away. Put the back of your seat upright and keep your shoes on. Before we take off, stow your luggage under the seat in front of you or in the overhead compartments. make sure that your seat belt is securely fastened during taxi, takeoff, and landing. To fasten, bring the two ends of the seat belt together until you hear a click. Tighten it by pulling on the strap. If you're in business class, pull the shoulder strap to fasten your seat belt. To unfasten, lift the metal flap. We recommend keeping your seat belt fastened throughout the flight. Whenever the seat belt sign is turned on, infants should be lifted from the bassinet and secured with an infant seat belt. If there is a change in cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will automatically drop in front of you. Pull the mask down sharply. Place it over your mouth and nose. Pull the lateral straps to tighten it and breathe as usual. Secure your mask first before helping others. It is normal for the bag to not fully inflate. There are several emergency exits in this aircraft. Take a few moments now to locate your nearest exit, which may be behind you. Count the rows of seats to the closest exit in front and behind you. In the unlikely event of an emergency, or when you hear the command, brace, brace, assume the brace position. If you can reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and place it on the back of the front seat. Place your hands on top of your head. Keep your feet flat on the floor and heels towards your seat. If you can't reach the seat in front of you, lower your head and lean forward as far as you can. Place your hands on top of your head. If you're in business class, assume the brace position by lowering your head and placing your hands on your lap. In an emergency evacuation, floor level lighting will lead you to your nearest exit. Before using an evacuation slide, remove any high-heeled shoes and be sure to leave everything behind. To put on your life vest, remove it from the plastic cover and slip it over your head. Pass the straps around your waist, connect the clip, and pull to tighten. Inflate the life vest by pulling the red tabs or blowing into the mouthpiece. Life vests have a whistle and a light to attract attention. Special life vests are available for children. Inflate your life vest only at the exit door and step into the raft. Life vests are located under or between your seats. All large electronic devices, such as laptops, must be stowed for taxi, takeoff, and landing. During these times, charging your electronic devices is also not allowed. If you're not using your device, it must be held in your hand or placed in the seat pocket in front of you. If your device drops into the gap between the seats, refrain from adjusting the seat and ask the cabin crew for assistance. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Smoking, including the charging and use of e-cigarettes, is prohibited throughout the aircraft, including the lavatories. Thank you for your attention. Refer to the safety card located in the seat pocket in front of you for more information. On behalf of Singapore Airlines, we hope you have a great time on board as well as in Singapore or anywhere else in the world we take you.
So we took off from Brisbane. The lovely cabin crew came round handing us peas and cracker snacks. These were delicious. Let's now take a look at the Singapore Airlines IFE. I have to admit, this is the best entertainment in the skies you will ever see. It has many movies, tons of movies, new releases, including Disney movies and that sort of thing. You also have many TV shows and series. You also have many music options to choose from, all the way from the 1960s to 2023. This is also the in-flight menu, which tells you what you'll be eating on board. You also have the Chris shop, which is full of duty-free goods and plenty of other items for sale. Singapore Airlines also has a very good and interactive flight map. This is, I have to admit, it is one of the best I've seen, and it is very good. It has many different angles to choose from. You can view the plane up close and from far away. About 1.5 hours into the flight, our lunch was served. Now, yes, Singapore Airlines actually has metal cutlery. I also opted for an apple juice. It also comes on with some butter and milk, some cheese and crackers. The appetizer was salmon and some sort of salad, I'm not sure what it was. You also get a ham, a piece of bread, and the main meal was an Indian curry, which was the chicken tikka masala. My mum opted for the Indian vegetarian curry. This wasn't as good as the chicken tikka masala, but it was very good for a meal up in the skies. Shortly after we finished our meals, a dessert came around, and that was chocolate ice cream. This was very nice indeed. I enjoyed it quite a lot. The chicken tikka masala was very good. It was quite spicy, but I enjoyed it a lot, and I would recommend this dish. welcome to the Singapore Airlines lavatory. Now, yes, it is actually not the biggest. I have to be honest, it feels like the size of a toilet in an Airbus A350, and the toilet was, I have to be honest, quite dirty. There was toilet paper all over the ground and wee. The basin itself was perfect size, but the top was quite dirty. You have a hand lotion here. You also have a baby table to change nappies, and the toilet itself, this was quite dirty. We also have a small mirror to look at yourself during the flight. We also have a ashtray, I have no idea why, and we also have a coat hook up above. And we also have the rubbish bin, which was quite dirty, and it was also quite full. On the other hand, we also have another toilet, and this one was quite big. It had a massive mirror, but this one was still dirty. It just had a couple more mirrors to it, that's all. It was still quite dirty and unclean. Singapore Airlines needs to up its game in this sort of area. During the flight, I did go and ask the cabin crew if they had any snacks available. No snacks were available, so the kind flight attendant asked if I'd like a drink. So I opted for the Sprite. Before landing, the cabin crew came around handing out a snack. This was a honey and mustard chicken chai batter. Overall, this wasn't a bad snack, but I have to be honest, I actually wasn't a fan of it. It wasn't the nicest tasting snack on Singapore Airlines. It is now time to sum up this trip report. Firstly, check-in was an absolute nightmare. It is all automated for economy passengers. We required assistance using the bag drop as it was very temperamental. Boarding the plane, I was greeted with a warm welcome and shown to my seat. The hospitality Singapore Airlines offers is second to none and has to be the best service in the skies. SQ smashed it here. The cabin and seats was well presented, with each person receiving a pillow and blankets each. The seat itself was very comfy and clean. The IFE, which stands for In-Flight Entertainment, on Singapore Airlines has to be the best in the world. The food was outstanding, with generous portions served. The only place SQ needs to review are the toilets. These are quite dirty and unhygienic. Other than that, SQ has been rated the best overall airline in 2023, and I can see why. And I would highly recommend flying with this airline. It has to be my favourite. I hope you enjoy the landing, even though there isn't much to see.
Thank you so much.
So-
Bye. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye. Thank you, ma'am. Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please make sure to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And until next time, goodbye.